So how's it going, guys? I've been kind of looking back at some of my videos that are currently on my phone and realized I'd started to make some update videos months ago, and I've just been busy with a lot of different things between work and, of course, building a house and some other things that I'm trying to research and educate myself on that's just kept me too busy to really take the time to put together a video to upload. So it's March 12th today, and I thought I would kind of tie all my little videos together. I'm not going to put everything I've got on my phone right now into one video because there's a lot of material there, and some of it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of redundant, I guess. But anyways, we're here in the main level of our house, and probably not a lot has changed since you've seen it last. Don't mind the pink door. It's a door, I guess I should say. It's an opening for an entry door that is behind me in the garage, right there. It needs to be put in, but and I should be doing that. But I should also be working on all the mechanical stuff I need to be working on for our next inspection, which is probably a little more important than having a door in place. But as you can see, we're our electricians here. We've got boxes mounted right here, some right through there. Got wire pulled. Got wire pulled over here, up there, down to there. It's a mess in here. I keep trying to get my kids out here to sweep, but they're busy with their own things. But as you can see, we've got plumbing in place too. It's been one of my biggest things that's taken a lot of my time is running our drains and running, of course, our vents. That's a vent, it's not a drain going up the wall like that. And of course, running our freshwater plumbing lines, all that stuff. My goodness, my wife even has some 12-2 ran for a bathroom circuit. Anyways, I'll update you on a few little things in the house, and then I'll try to tie my videos together. Probably I'll show you a few of the outdoor videos, but might just be with music in the background, just so you can kind of see what it looks like with all the windows in. Not all the windows. We still have 4 windows to place that are huge, and we've got 2 sliding glass doors to place that are huge. One goes there, one goes there. Those are 8 foot tall, so they weigh a lot. And then of course the entry door, which I showed you. Initially it's pink right now, but that's just covering up the hole because that's the prevailing wind side of the house, and I wanted to keep the draft down through the winter time. So yeah, let me go around and show you a few things we've been doing. I'm running the radiant floor heat runs, or loops if you will, against the OSB of the main floor. We're down in the basement. And sorry to get dizzy. I've got kind of a main trunk line coming down along here, and then so there's a loop right there that starts and runs 4 bays, and then there's a second loop that starts. Anyways, it doesn't really matter to you guys probably, but it does matter to me. And got, of course, freshwater lines all running through here, and drains hanging down. So one thing I'm doing in the basement is we're going to do drop ceilings in any place where I needed to put any sort of infrastructure or mechanicals up against the ceiling or in the ceiling, because I didn't really feel like drilling gobs of holes through all of my I-joists. And to be honest with you, I don't understand how OSB works for I-joists and creates enough strength to hold up the floor. I believe that it works because obviously they wouldn't say something didn't work. But I feel like the more holes you have to punch through it to run stuff, the weaker it's going to be. Maybe I'm all washed up, but that's just my theory on it. So anyways, I made the decision to just drop my drains down below the ceiling height, which made, of course, then the obvious thing, I'm going to run all my water lines below the ceiling height, and then we'll just put a drop ceiling in. It'll still be like a 7 foot 2 inch tall ceiling height, which will be nice. It's just a basement, but you don't want it to feel like it's a dungeon. So that'll hide all of the drains and such that you see suspended from the ceiling joists. Here's my messy mechanical room, and of course we've got the loops for the concrete floor, which I believe one of my videos there was maybe some element of installing the gradient floor heat loops before the concrete was poured. In one of my earlier videos, I can't remember, maybe it was zip tying them down to the wire mesh or something, but there's 4 total loops ran in the concrete of the basement. It's gonna be a little difficult to see, but there's actually a total of 5 loops. Those are like my sends or in returns, or it could be vice versa. It does matter actually. Those are sends, those returns. And those run out through my, through the concrete wall to the laundry room or the mud room and the garage, which is on a slab. That's where all those lines go. And then it's a mess in here. I apologize for all the confusion of the red hoses everywhere. But, excuse me, red PEX lines everywhere. But then I've got oxygen barrier 3/4 inch here that runs, I'm gonna mount my whole manifold system, my heating system underneath the stairs here. And so these will run from the other side of the room, bring the water over here, and then these lines here are my trunk line that runs up along the ceiling, all the way over along that wall, and all of the loops for the main level can tie off of that. So you don't lose footage of run in your loops if you run in a larger size pipe to where your 1/2 inch lines start. That's shop talk, but it makes sense in my mind. So I'm saying it. This is a really handy way to run your loops. It's a way to unravel the 1,000-foot rolls of oxygen barrier PEX. My subcontractor that framed my house and did my concrete and all that stuff made that out of, it's like some sort of a swivel chair base on the bottom of that OSB, and then he has a little system of 2x4s that are built in there to hold the reel of tube in place, and then a lid basically put on top of it to keep it all in place. And so it's an unroller, and it probably cost him like $5 to make it. It's pretty handy. This is my favorite part of the house. This is the loft upstairs, which is kind of our bonus space, and it is completely open on every side to the outdoors, which there you can see the outdoors now. It is just wrapped with windows, and it's really cool because as I've mentioned in several videos, as you've seen in several videos, we are out in the woods. Got some pretty good views, and with all these windows, obviously you can take in the views from up high. It's pretty cool. But there's something over here that I want to show you real quick. So earlier when I mentioned the vent, not plumbing or not a drain coming down through the wall, that's an air vent in the drain system of our gray water and black water drainage system. And I actually have the main vent running from down below. It actually starts in the basement. It makes its way all the way up here, runs up, and runs all the way out. That's the peak of our roof, and I actually have it tucked in the peak, going outside, and it's actually going to exhaust the air outside in the soffit. Inside the soffit, you know, it'll be enclosed in aluminum or steel, whatever the soffit's made out of. All my soffit is vented, so it'll be able to, you know, draw the air out real easily or exhaust the air out real easily. And then there's nothing protruding through my walls or my roof. So there's less to have to try to seal up or waterproof, so you don't have water, you know, getting in around your vents. I see lots of houses with 4, 5, 6 holes cut through the walls or through the ceiling, or a combination of both, to vent stuff, to draw in air if they've got an air exchange system, obviously for chimneys, that kind of stuff. I don't like that idea. I would rather have as minimal places where I need to try to keep the water out of my house as possible. So that's the reason for drawing the vent up through the walls and then out through the soffit. And that's our view, by the way. I really like that view. Now, as you can see, we've got our bargain find upper and lower cabinets in here in the kitchen area. We set these up a couple weeks ago. Haven't moved them yet, just to make sure we had enough for what we wanted to do. Obviously, the lowers are sitting on the uppers. Or no, wait, that makes sense. The uppers are sitting on the lowers. Sink would be over there. The box there represents the dishwasher. And there's 2x4s sitting in the way. And of course our refrigerator would sit tucked back into that little opening, making the front of it basically sit perfectly in line with the front of the cabinets and not stick out and protrude like it typically would if there's no place to recess your refrigerator into. That area right there that still has house wrap covering that hole is one of the many places, or excuse me, not many places, one of the 4 places where I have very large windows still to install. So that's about it for this update, folks. Slow going through the winter, you know, with the temperatures being cold out here with minimal heat, as well as the fact one of my part-time jobs is plowing snow, and we've had a decent amount of snow this winter. Just haven't had a lot of time out here to get a lot done. So it is coming along slowly, but it is coming along. And I've got quite a bit of time before I need to be concerned about running out of time. So I'll keep on keeping on. Anyways, if you like my videos, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, hit the like button. And thanks for watching, and God bless, and hold the line.